possibility of someone gonna come in and jack you, fill out everything that you had, or tell you to get up, you're on my spot. This is where I sleep. Bounce. There's also a syringe exchange for intravenous addicts. It's very difficult after shooting a controlled substance or an illegal substance, rather than smoking it and inhaling it, because it's directly transferred to your bloodstream immediately, your neurotransmitters, and it just basically breaks you down. So the very least that we can do is offer them a clean needle exchange to lower the risk of HIV and IV diseases. And there's also a Transgender Identity Resource Center. This is the first of its kind in Oregon, and I think that it may be the first of its kind in the Northwest, period. But it's offered to those that are pretty much shunned by their family, and this is actually a chance for them to shine and be able to draw, to do art, to learn how to do what they want to do without being adversely looked upon as inferior by anybody else. So, in conclusion, I cover homelessness, causes of homelessness, and programs that combat homelessness. We've been presented with the difficulty that roots from homelessness and the hope that can be seeded once these people are given a chance. And I hope that this speech is a precursor to my persuasive one, where I will present you with solutions that you guys can do in little small activities that wouldn't take too much of your time to help these people out. So thank you.
Let's stop it right there so that it.
I had to start it and stop it again. So there should be a 1 second break between videos.
Okay. So questions.
Spit. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
What is a needle exchange program and how does it help us?
A needle exchange program, if you have dirty needle, if you have a needle that you've used, that you've shot heroin with, or whatever, you shot inside your system, instead of handing it over to your friend to use it, because you don't know if you have something, if you have unprotected sex, if you've also shot with an IV needle, you may have some disease. You pass it to someone else who maybe it's their first time using it, they shoot the same drug with the same needle, they're going to contract any disease that person has. So what they do is they give them the option of going in, giving them the dirty needle, which they would dispose of as a biohazard, and they give them a clean needle instead. So, ooh, wow. Come on.
Did you read the recent report? Sorry.
No.
That said homelessness was actually down in Portland?
Well, it should be,
Yeah.
because the plan that they're implementing is actually very effective. So, yeah.
So when they give them needles, it's for drugs use? Yeah?
Yeah, it's for drug use, because if you...
Isn't drug use illegal though?
Yeah, drug use is illegal, but it's the same thing as a lot of things. Jaywalking is illegal. People are going to do it, you know. And when you're addicted to a drug, it's very difficult to become, especially heroin, methamphetamines. It's very difficult to stop using that drug. So at the very least they can do is make it safe for them.
Is there free rehabs for them or no?
There are programs, but it's very difficult to get. It's a long list, and by that time, these people can be anywhere from New York to California.
At the beginning of your speech, you said 16,000 homeless, but was that Portland area? Or?
Multnomah County.
Okay.
That's it. Not Clark County, not Washington County, not that. Ryan.
I know a lot of places for food traffickers, they require ID and that sort of thing. If you're an illegal citizen, can you still receive these services?
I know that Outside In has a walk-in clinic, so they won't ask. There might be a language barrier, but you should be fine. The Clínica de Buena Salud, that takes care of people, a lot of immigrants that work illegally, that have no health benefits. So yeah, I can't say so much for, I don't know, for Asians or for people who come from Africa or West Indies or whatever, but there are programs they can get onto. I just don't know too much about that, but I'll check into it. Anything else? Chris?
Yeah, it's good to know that not all homeless people are there because of drugs, but the ones that are, what is the drug of choice?
The drug of choice? You know, I don't know that 100%, but I'm gonna assume the cheapest. The cheapest, but meth, heroin.
Heroin's popular.
Yeah. Heroin's been known to be one of the capital of heroin. The capital of heroin is Portland, on the west coast in the U.S. pretty much.
Meth is cheap though, so it's,
It's very
I
difficult.
watched the thing.
I have a question actually. Can we go to Outside In?
You can go to the outside in. What do you want to know about? You mean to get service?
Like if we're not homeless, can we go to Outside In?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think
Yes,
you
we
can
can.
go to, I've heard of like, you can go to these like services that are homeless, but again, like homeless
Okay.
people, they're looking at you like,
No, actually, I go to Outside In at least 2 or 3 times a year because PSU is no longer giving away birth control and other family planning stuff because of some weird law stuff. And so the moral of the story is you can use Outside In if you're sick, if you need family planning, if you need testing, anything. It's sort of like the health center in the sense that they evaluate your need based on income. And never in all of my time of being a bartender or a lowly paid college professor have I been above their minimum. So you have to sit and wait, sometimes 5-6 hours to get into an appointment, but that's because they do it on a first come, first served priority based thing where they make homeless people or children and other more needy people go first. But you can go there if you can't get into the clinic, you don't have a doctor, and you usually don't have to pay. They also give you naturopathic medicine.
You have acupuncture also.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they do
Pretty amazing,
acupuncture, massage therapy, all kinds of interesting services there for very, very low to free prices. So it's not just for the homeless, drug-addled individuals. It's for people, I think, 26 and younger, I think, or homeless people. So, thanks. Yeah.
So, what did you have? One last question, Kevin?
Have you a simple testimony? There are some of the homeless on campus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about it?
The homelessness on campus?
Yeah.
Like people sleeping here or the people working or selling street
Here,
food?
like,
People sleeping here up in Smith Center, right?
yes, we
Catch-
can learn.
catch disease. Hey man, I'm an opportunist. I do that too.
Okay,
That's one
we
thing.
gotta wrap this up so that we can let Kevin get his half-credit speech in from last week. Well, a couple things that I wanna compliment you on. First of all, very good organization. Strong, solid throughout in terms of the information you were presenting to us. I was a little worried about your attention getter and the loss of credibility there for getting in a fight, but I think that you brought that around really well by saying that you've actually been moved by this experience and that you learned from it and it gave you more respect for these people and the dire circumstances under which they were under. You also established credibility by talking to us about your mother. Very powerful language here, people. Do you remember some of the powerful statements that we heard? Okay, there was an epidemic. Stick our heads in the sand about this. Also, you had that these people have been shunned. This is their chance to let them shine. Good play on words there. Also, you don't like these people bothering you for spare change. Here are some opportunities for them to change. So play on words with change there. Very vivid language throughout. I thought that you made it really concrete about how it's very difficult to get an education if you're sleeping in the rain and you're worried about, who's going to steal your stuff. And it was very conversational, very natural, very vivid. Couple of verbal foibles, but nothing too big because the strengths of the speech outweighed things
I
like.
really had to pee before I went on these things, so
Okay,
I
but just little slips like scientifical and things like that, but not the end of the world at all.